Warning: the following broadcast may contain content deemed offensive, and the views and opinions expressed by the host are not shared by the Redline Radio Network or most sane human beings. Continue at your own risk.
Coming at you on the Redline Radio Network. All right, grab a cold drink, pull up a chair. You're officially hanging with D's. Got a cheap mic buzzing and a six-string wheezing, talking live, talking sports and whatever gives us a reason. From Sunday football to a hot new game, if it's loud or ridiculous, it's all the same. No script, no rules, crank it up and see. Welcome to the shit show. You're hanging with D's. Hanging with D's. Yeah, the bullshit's free. Laughing too loud like a bar at 12's no 3. Hanging with D's. Hot takes flying, somebody's always wrong. One man, one mic, one kick-ass song.
Hanging with D's.
Where the takes are hot and the filters are broken.
D says the shit that probably should have stayed unspoken.
Now, let's hurt some feelings.
Here's D's.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hanging with D's. I am, of course, your host, D's. New platform joining us today. We are debuting on Kick, also over on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff, right here on the Redline Radio Network. Brought to you by our sponsor, Outlaw Light Beer, the official beer of Redline Radio Network. Check us out on Facebook. We got some contests over there. Get yourself some free beer. Obviously, age restrictions apply. Drink responsibly. And speaking of drinking responsibly, let's bring my main man, Mr. Shane O'Mac.
What's up, buddy?
I'm sorry, bro. I had to.
Good one.
Shane, how we doing, man?
Hey,
I'm not used to seeing you without a hat.
Hey, I just got a fresh fade. I got my ears lowered, so I didn't even quite showered yet to put a hat on, if you will.
Right on. Looking clean.
Try to.
All right. We're gonna talk about some things today. We are gonna talk about MySpace. We are going to talk about YouTube TV, something that apparently has been a thing for a while, but I just found out about it the other day, especially if you're a sports and or WWE fan. What up, Dave? And then
Yo,
we're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers, not necessarily in terms of the Steelers, because we'll save that for Sunday. But just, I mean, if you don't live under a rock, you know why Aaron Rodgers is in the news. But let's get into the big thing first, or the headline, I guess. MySpace. Shane, did you have MySpace?
I certainly had a top 8.
Oh, were you only a top 8er, or were you like one of those?
I tried to keep it to a top 8. I did keep Tom in my top 8.
Oh, he's such a suck up. Such a suck up.
Hey, but also,
right, so,
like, I like to say that MySpace was like, I think it was, I won't say ahead of its time, but like, I low key learned a little bit of programming. Not really realizing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, HTML language, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people learned how to do HTML from MySpace, because you could go online and Google MySpace profile backgrounds and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was copy and paste this. And if you just kind of played around with it, you could start to learn the basic language. Mm-hmm. Like, I built a website for a wrestling thing way back in the day using HTML, and most of that came from fucking around with MySpace. MySpace, yeah, it was way ahead of its time. I mean, we literally went from AOL I mean, that was basically the only social media, as far as most people were concerned. You had Yahoo Chat, you had ICQ.
Yeah.
Remember ICQ?
I was a big AOLer, kind of had Yahoo Messenger, but other than that, I kind of stuck to AOL.
Yeah, AOL, Town Square, Illinois, man. I got into that. It would have been about 1994, 95 when I got my first computer that I could put on the internet. And it was the fucking thing was like 3 feet tall, had 2 hard drives in it, and total for 2 hard drives was still less than a gig. Like it was insane. But like, you fucking dial it up. And Dave, oh wait, you're the big time. You got Shane O'Mac. Yeah, man, I need somebody good looking on stream.
Yikes.
But yeah, AOL, man. That was
man.
literally as I was turning 21, and I don't mean to be super crude here, but the amount of extracurricular activities that I was able to acquire, if you know what I'm saying, from AOL.
Yes.
And then MySpace hit, and the world changed. Like but I'm a little worried about it, to be honest with you, because I think that MySpace coming back is going to basically amount to any time that, they bring back an old movie or an old TV show that's 20 years old and try and revive it. I mean, how many of those have we seen? That's horrible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big movie guy. I don't know if you are, but like a lot of sequels aren't good.
No, they're fucking no. They have ruined so many legacies by bringing shit like that back. A perfect example for me, because I was a big fan of it, was Scrubs, the TV show Scrubs.
Okay.
I didn't watch it when it was like in its main run on NBC.
Right.
I started watching it because for a period in my life, my TV never left Comedy Central. So it was on all the time. So, and I fell in love with the show. Like it was funny. It was also had, kind of a soft side at times. So I'd seen every episode more times than I care to count. And then they brought it back. And initially I was like, sweet. But then like Dr. Cox literally was only in it the first episode and then a couple times. JD, it was never the same. And I think that nostalgia, everybody's going to get hype about it, but it's not going to be the same. Like we're all grown up.
Yeah. Like when I first heard about it, I was like, man, if MySpace actually comes back, I think I might get rid of Facebook. Just because it's just Facebook, it's trash, man. It's just
it's ad book.
Not what it was, and I don't. Yeah, yes, 100%. That's what it is at this point. And
that's their big
doesn't ever
sell.
seem like it's up to date. It's never up to date. Like I'll scroll my timeline and it's like 3 days ago, 5 days ago. Like it's not fresh. Like I didn't see it then. I don't want to see it now. What's going on right now? But yeah.
And not only that, but you could have 1,000 friends, and you open up Facebook and you will hit the page scroll 3 or 4 times, and you'll only see one post from a friend. Everything else is for you, or ad, or sponsored, or hey, you Googled a fucking this band one time 3 weeks ago, so now here's this fan page created by somebody that you don't know. Like,
right?
It's so just. Go ahead.
People tab. Yeah, I might know them, but I don't want to be on my timeline. I don't. They don't need to know. Those people don't need to know.
Yeah, you show me people I might know every week, and I ignore them. So maybe you should stop fucking showing them to me.
Yeah, maybe somebody I care to know. Bring those up. Not somebody I like. Some of them I'll hit decline or the button so it goes away and you won't see it again. So that's what I do usually.
Yeah, but then they just feed you other people.
Yeah, other people you don't want to be friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, like you get a new friend, and all of a sudden now you get all of their friends that start showing up in your fucking people, and
Yes. Just because I know this person doesn't mean I know or want to know all of their friends.
yeah. Now, MySpace, if they do the whole thing without an algorithm, look, that's great. But I
Yes.
don't see how it'll ever, like, at the end of the day, they got to make money. So while they might come out of the gate swinging hard with, this is your content, your friends or whatever, eventually they got to pay the bills somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they'll end up killing it.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And let me just say this. If you're of age that you weren't around when MySpace was around, sit this one out.
Yes.
Because that generation, that younger generation, like I would say MySpace was predominantly my generation, and then some of like basically Gen X, and then the back half of the millennials.
Yeah. Like I don't know how much younger you would go than me, because I'll be 43 in September.
Maybe mid 30s. Like there were probably some kids in junior high that was real big in the MySpace at the time, and they might be able to finally be ready to open up, Jenny's page and see that they've dropped out of their top 8.
Yeah.
But the generation below that, you're not ready for that kind of pain and anguish. Like I'm sorry, and this may offend some of the younger viewers if you're watching on Kick or Twitch. You can't handle MySpace the way we had MySpace back in the early 2000s. You're not ready for the pain of seeing 2 of your friends talking about going out on Friday night and not including you. And then the next time you open MySpace, you're not on either one of their top 8s anymore.
Like, yes.
Like you'd sit there.
What did I do?
I do? Are we cool? Like then you're messaging people like, what happened? What happened?
Yeah.
And then you got to explain why, like, well, look, I rotate my people. Like, don't be offended, knowing full well you moved that motherfucker out of the top 8 for a reason.
100%.
Like, I want it back just to see that kind of social experiment go completely fucking wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
For sure.
I just got a text that says, keep dissing us young folk, Grandpa. All right.
Oh boy.
See, this is what I mean. Like you people aren't ready. Feelings get hurt on MySpace.
Didn't we? You just put out a disclaimer, like before you got that text. Were they not listening?
Yes.
Stay in your lane, kids.
Oh, you're gonna make some enemies, Shane.
Oh well, it happens.
I did go back and I looked, because apparently there are still some servers out there that have old MySpace pages.
Oh,
and I looked for mine, and it's not there, and that's probably a good thing, because I don't know that I want to. I don't know I want to see what Deez was up to in 2005 or 6 or whatever the hell it was that I.
Oh my! I bet that is interesting. That's gotta be interesting.
Yeah,
for sure.
Remember how long it would take your page to load? Like if you put a song on it.
Oh yeah.
And if you had your volume on your computer turned all the way up, it would literally make your fucking eardrums bleed, because there was no warning. It just fucking blasted you. And it's
right in there.
I did a little homework, and I remember when this happened. So obviously MySpace kind of went away, and this Chris and Tim Vanderhook bought it from the News Corp, which was Tom. And apparently he's going to he's not going to be an owner or anything, but he's going to be on it. Like he's still going to be, if you make a new MySpace page when it comes out, Tom's going to be your friend. And but anyway, they bought it and they decided they were going to turn it into a music, like for new music. And I remember when this story came out, they basically said, we're bringing MySpace back and we're partnered with Justin Timberlake. Do you remember that when those headlines came out?
So like if that was not really, because I had a lot going on back in like 2002. I was graduating high school, so like I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention, if that makes sense.
This happened in 2011. Like Facebook,
then
when Facebook showed up, it was like a slow death for MySpace. More and more people started going over to Facebook and up to, right on. Yeah. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Redline Network. Sorry. Anyway, so Facebook slowly took over back when Facebook was actually good. And it was more of a Facebook was our coming of age. Like that's when we started to grow up and not need fucking sparkly hearts falling down the screen and music blaring in the background. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was always that one.
Yes.
You'd go to their page and it was like fucking bedazzled all to hell.
Oh yeah. Some pages were like so extra. And I'm like, I don't know if you need all this. Like,
yeah.
And it was mainly girls, to be honest.
Yeah. And then they had we talked about the top 8, but if you were good with your shit, like there were people just to please everybody and not go through the drama.
32?
Yes, they would expand it to 32. So like their fucking grandma's cousin is on there now.
Yes.
Just so there's no drama. It's like remember the South Park episode? It was Facebook where Stan didn't want to have a Facebook and he ended up going into the world, and it was like Tron, but his dad would always be like, are we not friends? Stan, are we not friends? That was the way MySpace was with the top 8, like times 10. Yes. But anyway, so 2011, it was pretty much dead in the water. And this guy, Chris and Tim Vanderhook, came out and said, yeah, we're partnering with Justin Timberlake and we're going to focus on music for like new artists and everything. The only problem was Justin Timberlake had no idea when they made this literal public statement. And it didn't force, I would say, but it prompted a meeting, and Justin Timberlake then ended up becoming an investor in it. And of course it still failed miserably, but these guys still own it. What's up, Adam? Hi to you too, buddy.
Adam, just relax, buddy. It'll be all right.
Just go with it, man.
Yeah.
So it didn't work out, but they've always, they've always kept it going. And now they say they're bringing it back. And they don't have a date. They don't even know like how it's going to start or anything like that. So it may not even happen, but I know that it's kind of taken over TikTok and everything. People are literally putting videos out about boning up on my HTML. And again, I'm just going back to the fact that it's gonna disappoint us. Like it ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah. It won't.
And even if it is remotely cool, again, to offend those under 35, you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna fucking ruin it with your soft ass fucking pissing and moaning and inclusion and exclusion and like you're not
identifying.
Yes, you're not built for the MySpace world. All right. Look, stay on Instagram, keep ruining Facebook, X, Blue Sky, whatever the fuck you do. Stay away from MySpace. Let us have one thing.
Yeah. Let us have one. Even X is not the best anymore. Like it's just, I don't know. Like it's just not good.
It's not good for, like, I don't even necessarily call X a social media. It's more of a media because I use X basically for like my sports news and shit. Like I follow, all the beat writers and shit like that. And that's where I get most of that news. But like for following friends, like it ain't really anything like that. Like,
right. No, yeah, for sure.
But that's an issue too, because with all the celebrity bullshit, and we'll get into that here in another story we're going to talk about, where like they got nothing else to talk about. So like TMZ with like the whole Perez Hilton thing. Did you see that shit?
I didn't see anything. I heard a headline. So I saw somebody ask, is Perez Hilton dead? Like, I didn't see anything else other than that.
You're exactly right, Adam. Like it'll turn into a gigantic political pissing match. 1000%. Like, could you imagine right now in the way society is, if you could do that shit on your Facebook? Like, it's one thing to have your banner or your profile pic.
Yes.
But if you could make your entire profile, fucking MAGA or I'm with her or, whatever BLM, any of your political stances that you want to do, and you paste it all over your page, like Facebook would be more of a cesspool than it already is right now. And
I don't disagree.
So Perez Hilton, apparently he had made some TikToks or posts or whatever that showed that he was going through some shit. Well, he got on TikTok live and it, like, topless, running a knife all over his body, talking like all kinds of crazy shit. And it literally looked, I don't know if it was real, but he was in the hospital in critical condition. So I think it was, for 35 minutes. TikTok live let him broadcast him literally slicing himself with this knife. Yeah.
There's people that get booted for saying poop, probably.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't make TikTok make sense. I'm on it, but I am not on it.
I've seen chicks get banned doing a live stream because they had cleavage.
Exactly my point. Like,
meanwhile, this dude is literally butchering himself,
cutting himself.
Yeah, for 35 minutes. I got to figure out my top 8. Well, I'm telling you right now, Adam, if I'm not at least in the top 8, you and I are going to have problems. All right.
1000%.
Yes. And if I'm not in your top 8, you better figure out how to expand that shit to 12 or 16 or fucking 32, whatever. I better be on it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, the whole Perez Hilton thing, like, and this is a guy that is, again, this is a perfect, like, a microcosm of where society is going wrong. This is a guy who got famous because he used to talk about famous people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He was the gossip version of TMZ before TMZ, and he blew up. And now TMZ is doing fucking stories about him losing his shit. And I hope he's okay. Look, like, mental health is a real thing. And, for TikTok, to let him go on for 35 minutes like that, what the fuck baffling. Are we doing? Yeah. And maybe step away from the spotlight, like, if it's affecting you like that. And
yes.
It's just fucking crazy. But anyway, MySpace, agreed. Look, if you come back, do it right. And again, if you're under 35, stay the fuck away from MySpace, because you can't handle it.
Stay in your lane this time.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Use all your Instagram filters and your fucking anywhere that allows pronouns. Just have a ball, but stay off of MySpace. That's our thing.
Stay on Threads. You'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I can't. It's like, is that even still a thing?
I don't even know if it was never a thing for me, because I didn't like. It was just another thing for another thing. Like, so Instagram was another offshoot of Facebook. And then instead of Instagram, it's Threads. But, like, that's just pictures. And Instagram was supposed to be just Reels, which was an offshoot of Vine. Like, I can't even keep it all straight, bro. Like, I can't.
Yeah, there's way too many social media platforms. Like, it's absolutely insane.
Right. Agreed.
And yes, Threads is still a thing. The reason I know that is because half the time, if I'm scrolling Facebook on my phone, I'll see something like, "Oh, let me read that," and you click it, and then please install Threads. Please go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Like, I want to read one thing. I'm not installing a whole nother goddamn app just to read this one thing. It ain't that important to me. Like, I don't need your information.
Going to end up being clickbait. Is probably what it really what it is.
While we're on this goddamn Facebook rant, and this is going to get a little political, and that'll lead into the next story I want to talk about. So on Facebook, you can scroll through and you can find, and because I'm a sports fan, typically this is where I see it, but I'm in movies too. It'll be like, I'm a Steeler fan, for example, Steeler Nation superstars, and it'll be like Steelers have agreed to terms with the former Super Bowl champion all-world running back. No, they haven't. Like, and people believe it. Like, so they'll allow that kind of misinformation. Or movies like Luke Skywalker is going to be in the next Star Wars. Click here, and it's just fucking adware and viruses and shit. But they'll allow that kind of shit. But do you remember the kind of shit that would get struck down in 2020 and 2021 in a fucking heartbeat for misinformation? Like, tell me there's not a political agenda here.
Well, right.
It's sickening. Like, and that's all it is. Like, for Facebook, like, you don't even get to see your friends anymore because it's all ads and AI and stupid shit. And just, it really gets old. But speaking of political shit, without actually going online, anyone that doesn't live under a rock, and you're even a remote sports fan or whatever, you saw Aaron Rodgers on the Pat McAfee show, where I think it's...
he's not on that show, is he?
Well, that's the thing, is since he joined the Steelers, he was never on during the season, as opposed to prior to that. So I don't know if the Steelers... I almost think the Steelers are like, look, just don't. You know, and maybe, I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, before the Steelers, didn't they always have a Tuesday segment with Aaron Rodgers? Always.
During the NFL season, yes, Aaron Rodgers Tuesday. And it literally started in 2020 when COVID hit. It was like for content kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but he's been on it since he joined the Steelers. He's been on like in the preseason, and then he comes on once or twice in the off season. And I think he was on it back in May, where he didn't really give any information. It was just kind of, hey, I'm still alive. I'm still like thinking of shit. And then this time at training camp was the first time he was on. And if you remember, he was just absolutely roasted over the whole vaccination shit.
Yes.
And to be fair, he probably could have worded his stuff a little bit better than coming out and saying I'm immunized or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it led into this whole thing where he was literally the story on not just ESPN, but every news channel about how, especially on one particular side of the aisle, talking about how, you know, he's a murderer and he's putting people in danger, and they had all these rules for him. And meanwhile, he's going on Joe Rogan and Pat McAfee talking about how, like, the whole ivermectin, and there was another drug that hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah,
hydroxychloroquine.
Yep.
And everybody's like, no, that's a horse dewormer, and, you know, don't listen to this guy, he's a fucking idiot. Meanwhile, they're like regular people, and like Rogan and everybody like saying, I took this and it worked. Like it. And they're forcing everybody to take this vaccination. People are losing their jobs. People are literally locked in their homes for damn near a year or more. Mental health issues skyrocket. And now here we are. And Aaron always said, just wait. I'm going to be on the right side of history on this. And now here we are 6 years later. And guess what?
Yeah, guess what, folks?
Ivermectin worked. Hydroxychloroquine worked. The vaccinations didn't work. Yes, they may have lessened the symptoms. They may have made you a little bit stronger against it. But at the end of the day, it was no different than a regular flu shot. It helped build up antibodies to maybe combat it. And they want to keep this issue was the birth of my radio show called Eldonzo and D's back in the day. All the deaths that happened, what they never would tell you, they would just give you this number, 850,000 people died. Well, 90% of those people were like 85 or older and had underlying health issues. And they turned that into this massive panic. So obviously Aaron gets on Pat McAfee and Pat, I want to say that Pat knew that, like, I think Aaron told him because you could kind of, you know what I mean? Like Pat played it off pretty well, but Pat's like, you're back, how's everything feel? What are you doing? And he's just like, I plead the fifth, which was hilarious.
Yes, dude. Yes.
Then just proceeds to go on this 15-minute scorched earth rant about Dr. Fauci and calling him a coward. And he's right. You got this pardon and you get up there and you can't even answer whether or not, the carpet in front of you is fucking burgundy or not. Like
the color of your tie. Like I heard that.
Absolutely ridiculous. And look, it's everything that they're saying about him is true. Like read the diary. All right. He was literally getting in front of a camera and saying one thing, but writing the exact opposite in the diary. That's just facts. I'm not trying to, jump on the right or left. I'm talking about a medical issue that affected millions and millions of people. And we were on the wrong side of it because we were not given the information that we should have been given. But all of that, like Fauci aside, they're going to do whatever they do with him. Hopefully he ends up with some stripes on. But the best part was the ESPN aspect of it.
Yes.
Because all the pundits just absolutely gave him shit for it. And that was the birth of Aaron Rodgers is an asshole. There are people on this network that just absolutely despise him. There are people, in the world, there are Steeler fans. You can go to any one of the Steeler sites and just mention the name Aaron Rodgers. And I would bet 40% of them are going to be like, oh, fuck that guy. He's a diva. He's a drama queen, blah, blah, blah. And I've talked about this ad nauseum on Steel City Renegades. Like,
no.
Yeah, I know, right? Hard to believe. Not a single fucking teammate in the entire 22 history of his career has come out and said that Aaron Rodgers is an asshole.
Right.
Like,
not one.
Not in any of his 22 years of being a professional football player has he been the host of the Aaron Rodgers podcast. He's not, he is the exact polar opposite of a diva and a drama queen. Like he doesn't want to talk to the media. That's the only reason he talks to Pat, because he doesn't want to talk to anybody else.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Pat's probably the easiest to talk to.
Yeah. And the AJ Hawk connection obviously is what got Pat in the door.
Yeah, for sure. But like a small little side note, like somebody like our age range, I'll say, who wouldn't want to be or be a part of the Pat McAfee show?
Right.
Like
he's living the fucking dream.
It's the boys in the garage bullshitting about sports and getting paid.
It's literally what we're trying to do here. Like,
1,000%, dude.
you watch that. And I've been watching him and listening to him when he basically started his broadcasting career as a guest on the Bob and Tom show, which is based out of Indianapolis, which is obviously where he played. He did the stand-up comedy, and then he started this podcast in his garage or basement. I'm sorry. And it was funny. Like you said, it was just him and his boys that he went to fucking high school with. And that's awesome that he brought a couple guys like that with him. And then he got some real, pros that, and they're a family now, but That's the dream. Anybody
Yes.
out there that hosts any kind of show, podcast, whatever, like
Right.
that's what you want. That's what everybody wants. They want to be, I don't necessarily want to be on ESPN, but like I want to turn this fucking camera on and thousands of people want to come and just laugh and kick it and have a good time. Like I'm not trying to change the world. I'm just trying to shoot the shit and hopefully say something funny that makes people come back.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
and that's, and even Pat got a bad rep because he was associated with Aaron, but like, that's where the Aaron Rodgers hate started, was over this vaccination shit. And now at the end of the day, here we are in 2026 and he was fucking right about all of it.
It's just weird how that works out. Like he's like, you got the people that go against, like, you know, choose the other side of the aisle, if you will. And like the guy that doesn't turns into the asshole. Yeah. But guess what? I'll go 85% of the time that asshole wasn't wrong.
Yeah. And the funny thing about that is most of the hate, excuse me, most of the hate for Aaron came from the left, you know, because they were the get vaxxed, you know, stay home, stick distance, all that came from the left. Aaron Rodgers, to the best of my knowledge, and if anybody out there can correct me, not once did he ever like say, I'm a Republican, I'm a liberal, I'm a Democrat, I'm a libertarian, whatever. He was good friends with fucking RFK, who is a Democrat. RFK talked about Aaron Rodgers being his fucking vice president. And so like they're calling him MAGA and all that. Like, Aaron is not, I don't think by any means a far left Democrat at all, clearly. But I really don't think a guy like Aaron Rodgers is a very big Trump fan either.
I don't think so. Like,
you know what
I don't get the vibe.
No.
From him.
And he never really, like, they made it a political thing. He just made a human rights thing. Like, don't tell me that, you know, I have to do this or I shouldn't do that. And don't tell me that this vaccine is like the cure all when it's not been fucking tested. Like, to this day, like, it's only been 6 years, you know, we could still be 5 or 6 years away from 2 a.m. in the morning. Have you or any of your loved ones been affected by the, you know, like, you may be entitled to compensation. Like, we might all grow fucking horns before it's all said and done. We don't know. They rushed it. And anybody that had anything different to say, i.e., you know, home remedies or ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine, they wanted to burn them at the fucking stake.
Yeah, that was wild times, D's. It was wild times.
Yeah, like,
it still is. It is still wild, but it was wilder then.
You know, like, they wanted to make people believe that it was impossible that a medication that was created for one thing could help with the with something else.
Right.
Meanwhile, all those boner pills out there started out as a heart blood pressure medication. That's what it was for. Scientists didn't get in a lab in Pfizer somewhere and be like, hey, let's see if we can make sure guys can get boners. No, it was, we need to increase blood flow because this person has circulation issues, heart issues, whatever.
Something. Yes.
Well, Larry, 100 out of 100 male subjects all of a sudden got aroused. Ding. It's a fucking $1 billion idea. And they didn't even try to make it like that.
Yeah. It's,
you know, like
that's wild. That's a wild concept to like I didn't know that. I learned something new today. I did not know that boner pills were a blood pressure situation at one point before Pfizer and whoever else blew it up completely to what it is now.
Well, I can tell you who blew it up because I worked for one of the companies at the time that it came out, and that's Eli Lilly with Cialis.
Okay. Yep.
And then I can't remember the name of the company, but then Levitra was the third one. I don't even know if Levitra is still around. Like, you don't really hear about it anymore.
Well, I mean, there's so many now. Like,
Well, like, that's because the patent ran out. So, like, it's still the same medication. It's still
Agreed.
the tadalafil, the sildenafil, whatever.
And yes.
But
yeah.
but they can now Blue Chew and hymns and RO and
Friday night plans.
Yeah. Now the shit you get in a gas station, that's not. That's a totally different animal.
That's a story for another show, Dees.
Yeah, but like Cialis, they literally make a low dose Cialis for people with heart issues because it helps circulation, and it's as a side effect.
And
Mr. Happy is happy more often than not.
Yes.
It's just crazy that they ostracize him, and he's on there talking about that they every day it was, what did Aaron Rodgers say today? Meanwhile, and this is the point that Aaron brought up, we just had a major scandal involving a reporter who at one time worked at ESPN, was also a voter for the NFL MVP, Coach of the Year, like an AP voter for that, in a romantic scandal. She's married. He's married. NFL coach. Look, I'm not getting sued. We're talking about Diana Rossini and fucking Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
And ESPN literally didn't talk about it at all.
Shocking.
They showed Mike Vrabel, like he basically is his apology, which it wasn't even that. It was, I'm taking time away to, get right with my family, but they never once mentioned what. And
right.
If it weren't, but meanwhile, you can literally throw this guy to the wolves. Travis and Taylor's wedding, like that was a non-story as well. Like, but you roast Pat or Aaron.
Yeah.
And again, the absolute best part of the whole fucking thing was he's sitting there talking about Fauci being a coward and ESPN being basically a shit network while he's on ESPN.
Right. Because I was about to say his show is on ESPN for the first, is it hour? Like the first hour of the show?
Yeah. For sometimes two, depending on the programming, but first hour is on ESPN. And then I think sometimes they move them to either 2 or ESPN News.
Yeah.
But here's the best part. If you're on X or whatever, there's that side of the war that was basically calling for Pat McAfee's job. And I can't believe ESPN let him say that. Newsflash for those of you that don't know, Pat McAfee doesn't work for ESPN.
I was going to say, I feel like a lot of people don't know that. Like we had the discussion on Unscripted that money wasn't just like here for Pat. That was for the programming that is on ESPN. Like,
yes, it is.
Yes,
it's ESPN going, here's $65 million a year. You have a time slot. We need content.
Yeah, because they do. Good Lord.
Yeah, and Pat, like, say what you want. He calls himself a big dumb dipshit. Pat is a brilliant businessman because basically he knows what he's got in that show. Mm-hmm. And he basically said, look, we'll do it, but I don't answer to you. You don't control who I have on my show, what I talk about on my show, and he tries to toe the line a little bit, a lot less now than he used to. Like when they first started that ESPN gig, they did their best to censor themselves. And they had a counter on how many times they said the word fuck. And like they really tried. And then some of the higher ups, you could tell that the relationship wasn't great with some of those people. And Pat was just like, fuck it. Like you got somebody there on the button. We're going to make him earn his money. I'm not going to change who we are anymore, but because of you.
Right. Can you imagine though, if like he wasn't happy with the new deal, who would have paid him like more? Because it would have been more than what ESPN was. Oh, I feel like
1,000,000% he would have been on Netflix, I think.
Okay, yeah, all right. I was going to ask where you think he would have went.
Yeah, his relationship with WWE and their relationship with Netflix, I think that would have been a no-brainer that he would have. If ESPN would have been like, "You're out of here," he would have fucking picked up the phone and had whatever he wanted to go live on Netflix.
Solid point.
And to be fair, he doesn't even need to do that with the amount of followers that he has just on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he actually sold advertising on YouTube the way a lot of creators do, he wouldn't need any of them. You know, but he wants to expand his audience, and I don't blame him for that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people will watch ESPN just because it's the 4-letter network.
Say what you want. Like the man knows how to put on entertaining content. That's why he's on there. He's on game day. They have the simulcast with a lot of the big football games.
Yeah.
Like they gave him a blank check, said do whatever you want.
There's people that are not fans of like his simulcast of the games, and like I'm not all about it, and I don't hate it because it's different. It's a different than like, and even when like to offshoot of that, like when the Mannings do the Monday night, I don't know if you've seen that. Like, it's just different. Like it's not because some of the programming when they don't have the main guys on, like they're not good. They're just not.
Yeah.
Like the play-by-play or the color guy, they're just not good. So it's refreshing every now and again to watch the Mannings or, Pat's version of, the game.
Yeah. Like me personally, like for example, they don't really do NFL. I don't know that they've done NFL at all, but if they did, I wouldn't watch them do a Steeler game because I'm focused on the game.
Yeah, fair.
But like when they do the college stuff, if it's teams I don't care about, that's way more entertaining than whoever. I mean, I like Kirk Herbstreit and those guys, but the only time I would flip over to the main broadcast is like if somebody's hurt or, like some kind of breaking, news about the game, because usually Pat and those guys don't know all of the stuff. I don't need to know. I don't need the analysis of why they're in a fucking double wing formation. And, I want to hear the boys sitting around shooting shit, talking about how great this football game is.
Right. Yeah.
And with
why not?
The Manning cast is cool because they're like, that's a whole different insight to watching the game. Like the analysts are one, like Tony Romo before he became a raging alcoholic.
Like him losing that spot, like it's a little sad, to be honest, because Nance and him together, I thought currently of the last, I'll say 10 years, best on TV.
Agreed.
Like I'm not hating on Troy, like I'm not, but I hate Joe Buck. So like
agreed 100%.
They just weren't as good. Like the first time I heard Romo like call a play out before they ran it, like I was like, that's who you need to have on TV. That guy.
Yeah. And he does it like 30 times a game. Like,
right.
I've never seen anything like it. I will say that Greg Olson is really good too, but not like he still can't sit there and be like, oh, well, watch, this guy's going to go in motion. He's going to run a 5-yard out and the other guy's going to curl underneath. Like, you're right. I've never seen anybody do that. It's unreal. And JJ, I think JJ's good. He's replacing Tony for now.
Okay.
And look, you guys can call him the GOAT quarterback. Tom Brady is fucking horrible.
He's not there. If he even wants to get there, he's not there yet.
No,
just not.
And maybe he could get there. I mean, we're only this was just his first season, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, and it wasn't good. Maybe it'll be better this year, but like, why, Tom? Like, you own the Raiders now.
Is he like majority, or is he?
He's minority.
Not, right, but it's higher on the scale of minority owner.
Yeah, like he's running shit. Make no mistake. Like he's not the owner, but the owner is listening to anything that he says.
Well, because let's be honest, Mark Davis probably doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground.
Well, the results speak for themselves.
Right. I mean, I didn't dislike his father. I mean, as the owner of the Raiders. Like, I mean, I never I never disliked the Raiders. That's what I want to get at. Like,
Yeah. Well, as a Steeler
like,
fan, I had to hate them, but
well, right. But I hated, like, this is what, like, when I was younger, before I like picked a team, if you will, before I will like said, oh, I'm a diehard Browns fan. I know, bated breath. Me and my brother had a Cowboys poster and a Redskins poster in our room, which that clashes. They're in the same division. Doesn't make
Right.
a whole lot of sense. I couldn't tell you why. But then, like, a few years after I decided I was going to be a Browns fan, like, I couldn't stand Cowboys fans. I still don't. Like,
agreed.
Like, who said you're America's team? Just because Jimmy Johnson said that? Like, get out of here.
Oh, no. That came in the 70s.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because they had a star on their helmet?
You don't know this? You don't know the story behind this?
Obviously not. Learn me.
Being who our teams are, I'm amazed that nobody's ever told you this. NFL Films went to Art Rooney in the 70s, like mid-run, and like, want to do this thing about you. We're going to call you America's team. And Art Rooney said, we're not America's team. We're Pittsburgh's team. And so they went to the next most popular franchise,
which was
the Dallas Cowboys. And the whole story behind Pittsburgh being America's team was because the steel industry collapsing in the 50s and 60s, all those Pittsburgh families moved out. And then in the 70s, they become who they become. And you got Steeler fans to this day. That's one of the main reasons why Steeler fans are everywhere, because like it's a generational thing. Like my dad, he didn't live in Pittsburgh, but he's been a fan since '69. That's how I became a Steeler fan in Illinois. And that's how Steeler Nation was really born. But that whole America's team thing, they wanted it to be Pittsburgh, but it fit Dallas better. Like
that makes a lot of sense on why they went to the Steelers. That makes a ton of sense. But it's just unfortunate that
what's up, Corey?
It's the Cowboys. What's up, Corey?
Don't forget, guys, check out the Redline Radio Facebook page for some Outlaw Light giveaways, including a beer in a bucket, which that looks awesome. That is marketing genius. I've never seen anything like that before.
Right?
Basically, it's a 24-pack in a 5-gallon bucket. Like, two birds, one stone, man.
You could sit on it after.
Yeah.
Or just open it, dump the ice in, and you can use it. You could carry it with you.
Yeah.
You're right.
Take
Marketing.
it to work.
Take it with you.
To work. What's in the bucket? Just paint.
Don't do that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, don't do that.
Yes, it's a 5-gallon paint bucket.
Yeah.
Outlaw Light. Never heard of it. It's a new company.
Yeah. Yeah, they make a really lightweight water-based paint.
Yes.
So anyway, all right. Well, the last thing we'll talk about, this kind of benefits, again, we just roasted ESPN. Now I'm going to say something for people that are fans of ESPN. I didn't know this. I heard about it the other day, and this also comes from me being we got another guest.
Yeah,
he don't like ESPN either.
She does not like, she don't like anything. I'm going to shut the door. There we go.
This comes from me being a WWE fan. Do you watch? Casual?
I haven't really. I'm not even casual anymore, to be fair.
Yeah. It's been harder to watch for the last probably 6-8 months. But there was a big stink when the WWE PLEs moved from Peacock to ESPN Unlimited. You had to buy yet another streaming service.
Shocker. Cut the cable. You can have this app. Oh, wait. Here's 75 apps. It's going to cost you the same or more than what the cable did.
Yeah. But to be fair, you could bundle it with Disney and Hulu. And, there is a lot of content there if you're into that kind of content. That's great.
Correct.
However, one thing that I just found out, and apparently it's been a thing for a while now, but now I think it was hard to access, but they made it easier now, and it's supposed to get even easier soon, is if you're a YouTube TV subscriber, which I am, fuck cable. I get everything I want on YouTube TV. ESPN Unlimited now comes with the YouTube TV.
Nice.
And I think that's awesome. So if you have YouTube TV, which is, as far as comparing it to, Mediacom or Spectrum or whoever your shitty cable company is,
yeah,
you're going to save money. I think I spend like $88 or $90 a month for YouTube TV, and I have all the channels that I could possibly want. And now NFL Network is bundled with ESPN as well. So if you're one of those people that, wants to cut the cord and doesn't know which way to go, but still want live TV, which at this point, I think people that want live TV are in kind of the minority now, because there's just so much content. But the bad thing is you got to have, like you said, 27 different streaming apps to cover all your shows.
And I'm not a TV guy that much anymore. I'm kind of just like a sports guy when I know the game's on and I have time. And like, honestly, I got to go to my dad's because he still has cable. I don't really have any. I have internet and I have a couple apps, but I don't have any sports centered apps, if you will.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and that's basically the extent of my live TV watching for the most part anymore, is sports, and occasionally WWE. If there's, nothing else to do, I'll flip it on. I don't really like all the shows you can pretty much watch anywhere. I'm never like episodic television since streaming came out and Netflix and everything. Like, I'll wait and just binge a season, but you still got to have, you got to have Netflix, you got to have Peacock, you got to have Paramount, you got to have Prime Video. I've never sat down and done the math, and I don't want to. The amount of money.
Let's not.
And on top of that, I could do a whole fucking show on this. The whole reason that we used to get these streaming apps was so that we didn't have to watch what? Commercials. And now they're on all of those too, and you can't even fucking skip them. Like, it's like old school YouTube where here you have to watch this whole ad. And,
before we got the wait 5 seconds and then you can skip.
Yeah. Like, I have Disney because I got the bundle, but I haven't opened the app in forever, until a little over a week ago. I was like, hey, I'm going to go see Spider-Man. Let me rewatch and get back up to speed. So I put on the first one, Homecoming, and I'm watching, and like 15 minutes in, it's an ad. Like, what? On fucking Disney Plus? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. Wow.
Like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. Who the hell is this? Telemarketer. Get fucked.
Yes.
But yeah, like, and I get it. You got to pay the bills, but Christ, you're getting $30 a month from everybody that gets it.
Right.
Put some splash screens or something up there. I don't want to be watching a intense action-packed Avengers movie, and then all of a sudden, right as somebody's about to fuck Thanos' world up, here's 90 seconds of State Farm and Affleck. And
point to that is like, so we have Peacock here, but it's not the extra version. So yes, when I'm watching a movie, in a good part, it cuts to a 2.5 minute commercial. Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. If I want to pause my viewing experience, I'll hit fucking pause. I don't want to time my bathroom break to your fucking 90 seconds or 2.5 minutes of bullshit ads. Like,
correct.
Crazy.
Correct.
All right. Well, look, we've wrapped back and forth here for about an hour. We'll go ahead and cut it short. I might jump on tomorrow morning and talk some video game stuff. I jumped into Gears of War beta, the new one. I don't know if you were a Gears. Are you PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation, but I don't have anything and haven't had anything for about 3 years.
Oh, okay. I'm a huge
but
Gears.
I would like to. It would save me some money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that Like I used to be the go out and party fucking 5-6 days a week, and now all I want to do is sit on my fat ass in my recliner and play video games and shoot things.
Yes.
But Gears of War E-Day beta is out this weekend, and whew, I got some things to talk about because it's a humbling experience. Let me just put it like that. Anyway, wherever you're watching right now, I would have really appreciated if you would like, follow, subscribe, whatever the little button says on the platform that you're watching. Hope you enjoyed it. By all means, shoot me an email, hangingwithds@gmail.com, spelled exactly like it is there on the bottom. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment. I read them all. Shane will be on with me from time to time as well. And again, we'll have others on. Are you in for Unscripted tomorrow?
I will be there.
All right. I plan to be there
on
as
it.
well.
I'll be on it.
Yeah. Adam, lazy fuck, give us the top 5 so I can think about it.
Yeah.
If you're still watching.
It's getting late. It's getting late.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime.
Yeah. I don't want to know what the top 5 is 7 minutes before we go live. So
I thought I don't want to scroll back that far. I thought we decided one, but I could be way wrong. But
yeah, me either.
Oh well.
I usually group chats I mute. So
yeah.
If you guys even if you tag me, I don't get it until I open it up. Sometimes I'll go like a couple of days before I open that chat. Like, oh shit, my bad. But
well, I mean, it is what it is. It'd be all right.
Yep. So all right, we're gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody watching, commenting, all that shit. Shane, thanks for joining us. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern for Unscripted. Be me, Shane, Dave, Adam, whoever else decides to hop on. We're just gonna shoot the shit and probably talk some more about some stuff that we talked about right here. But appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time. Shane, see you tomorrow, brother.
Later, bro.
You're watching the Red Line Radio Network.